Welcome to the Rig Rundown, coming to you here today from JSR Audio in Blackstaff in Belfast. I'm sitting in here with one of the most talked about bands in the local scene right now, Aphrill, young up and coming dudes. How's it going, guys? Just want to go down one by one and introduce yourselves. Aaron, you want to start?
No problem. I'm Aaron. I'm the bass player for Aphrill.
I'm Stuart. I'm the drummer for Aphrill.
I'm Brian. I play guitar for Aphrill.
I'm Joe. I'm the singer and also guitarist for Aphrill.
Awesome, dudes. Thanks very much. Well, yeah, you're in the studio here, laying down material ahead of your massive gig in the Waterfront Hall, kicking off the brand new series of studio sessions in association with us right here at the Rig Rundown. What's the crack with that, guys? You guys excited for it?
Oh, 100%. We're excited for it. It's going to be the best gig I've ever seen. Like Acid Age, seen them at Bloodstock when they played. They're one of the best bands in the Belfast scene at the moment. Same with Keytos and Grey Rat.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to see it, and I'm very excited to take part in it.
Yeah, of course. Can't wait to see all the talent there, and then you've got us as well. So bonus.
Yeah. Pretty much what he said. Yeah, nailed it in the head. But yeah, buzzing for it, like, so be awesome.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's so cool. Let's just take it from the top here. So, April, how long did you come together, and how long have you been playing as a unit? We'll break it down. We've got Aaron on bass, Joel on guitar, Stu on drums, and now Brian is the newest member on guitar. You've only been in now for 8 weeks, but how long have you been going, and what's the story then of the band in general?
So the band started in about March of 23 as an Alice in Chains cover band, and from there we started writing music towards the end of 23, and then managed to get our first gig playing in some dive bars in Larne. We've come a long way from there, and we can't believe where we're sitting now. Joel joined us in, when was it, Joel?
April. April 2024. Yeah. It's only been like a year. That's crazy. But there's been a couple lineup changes. So, but yeah, this is where we're at now. Never felt happier like with it. So.
Awesome, cool. Well, Brian, you're newest in. What's it like jumping into the group with this kind of chemistry and momentum already built? Was it easier for you?
Yeah, everyone's easy to get on with. There's a bit of an age range. I'm 26, but I'm the granda of the band. So, yeah, but everyone's great. These guys are all signed, and we have good chemistry. I think we get on well, and everyone's been nice to me. No one's treated me like the new guy, no phasing or anything. So yeah.
Yet. Yeah. Just because you haven't been hazed yet doesn't mean don't. Well, I'd be on my guard if I were you, dude. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, this is so cool. You're in here at JSR today recording 2 tracks. What's the vibe like in the studio right now, dude?
Yeah, I think it's great. We're definitely getting the sort of sound that we're looking for. I think it's going to be a very powerful kind of tune, very punchy. And I think what we've been going for is sort of like a groove metal or kind of punk rock sort of deal, especially with the kind of aggressive vocals that we've been having from Joel over here. But yeah, I think it's definitely going in the right direction so far.
Fantastic, dude. That's great to hear. So, like, what's you're going for the layered multi-track recording? How did that shape your approach as opposed to like when you're usually playing them live? Go tell us, Joel.
It's how would I put it? Feels a lot more solid and easier to work with, and I don't really know. We haven't really had the same equipment to work with, so.
It's weird because when you're playing live, you can kind of mess around and fill out gaps, but whenever you're tracking, you're like, I can't slide here. I gotta get the notes. Yeah, I gotta play what we want the riff to be. Whereas when you're live, especially him on the lead, you can just start messing around. So I think he got told to calm down and just and play the riff instead of going for a few licks.
That's amazing. Cool. Well, how did you prepare for this session? Was it flat out practice beforehand, or were you letting some spontaneity lead the way? Was anything did anything come off the cuff in here, or was it all pretty much nailed down before you came in?
It was all pretty much nailed down before we came in, but we did have one bit that was spontaneous. We decided a couple practices ago, we wanted to change how the song ended because we thought the opening riff, it's that good, it has to come back. And so we went, can you swear? Yeah, we went, fuck it, let's go. We're gonna fucking go for this in the studio, and that's exactly what we did. And we can't wait. We think it adds a whole new element to the song, especially with the ending, and we can't wait for people to hear it.
That's cool, man. It's awesome to hear. Well, we'll talk about the big topic here, the big one. They're hitting the stage, the Waterfront Hall, the big stage in the studio theatre for Studio Session Series. What does this gig mean to you?
This gig means literally everything to me and all of us. We never thought we'd actually get to this point so quickly and with such a momentum building around it. Like, it's in a dream for all of us, and we're getting a chance to play on a stage that, like, realistically, we never thought we actually could when we started it, and we're so glad we know we can do it now that we have had this opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. It's just like Aaron said, it's one of the opportunities you never thought. It's something that most people don't get, and I think it's a great it's just a brilliant opportunity for everyone that's able to get involved, especially for places like Ray Ratman, like they've been going for a while as well. So
That's awesome, Stu. Thank you, Brian. What about you? What does this gig mean to you?
I am very excited. Yeah, we got a warm up one at the end of June, so we'll use that as an opportunity to tighten up. That is
United Tribes out in Noma.
United Tribes in a way, yeah. I didn't want to say the wrong one because we had another one that was cancelled, I think. But yeah, no, we're all pumped, practicing, trying to lock down and give everyone a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here, Joel, I'll ask you here. The Waterfront Hall, it's iconic. So many legends have been there. You were there. We went for the site visit when we were organizing this show a while back, and they were showing us the signed Barack Obama letter where he came in, and now legends like us come in. It's like just as important. Like, it's pretty damn cool. So what can the crowd expect from Aphrill on stage at the Waterfront Hall? What kind of energy are you bringing?
Bit of a chaotic energy, but yeah. Well, we'll have to see in the day, but yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be summer, mate. No, I mean, even winter, mate. There's a high chance it's gonna come off, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's gonna be a great gig, so yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, here, do you aim to recreate the studio sound live, or do things get looser, more like explosive, more experimental on stage? What does the difference between your record and your live show going to entail, or will there be a difference? Will it be pretty much delivered as it is?
I think it'll be pretty similar, yeah. I don't think there'll be too much difference. This guy might add in a few extra tasty licks, play a few better solos or something. We might have a slight different guitar tone, but it's gonna be same energy, and we're gonna bring it, yeah. It's just the same energy we've been putting in here will be same energy out there, yeah.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Well, here, looking ahead, you've got new songs recorded. A huge show on the books. What's next for Aphrill? More recording, releases, tours, videos, maybe getting over to mainland, UK or anything like that?
So that is our general idea of more recording, trying to get more stuff wrote outside of all of this, and we're actually Famine, who are playing the main stage at Bloodstock. We are friends with them, and we're looking to get in touch with them and see if we can go over to them and play some shows over in England. They also were talking to me and saying they're trying to see if they can work out Irish tour in 2026. So that's also something to look out for. Maybe Aphrill will be joining them on the bill.
That's really cool, man. Here's something to look forward to. Anyway, cool. So yeah, back to the Waterfront show. If you've been checking out any other bands on the bill, you know Grey Rat there. They just announced a big headliner show in Mandela Hall. That's going to be fantastic. I think we're going to be catching up with them at that. Acid Age and Fresh off playing Bloodstock last year, and then Kidos has just made a glorious return after a short hiatus there with a couple of explosive new singles and new videos and shit. So like, everyone seems to be having some cool stuff going on. The Acid Age album itself, and their latest video with the harmonica solo and everything, everyone needs to be checking that out. It's fantastic. So like, in terms of other bands on the bill, who are you looking forward to checking out the most? What are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm not going to say ourselves because that's now. I'm joking. Honestly, I'm not. The reason I like seeing other bands play isn't just like to hear the music, but also like to get a better grasp of what I'm at myself. You know what I mean? Because it's always, I don't know, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you play, like, because yeah. I told you before, like, you've got very close to Corey Taylor vocals, like, you know what I mean? So I always got to love that, like, but yeah, it's gonna be a cool night, like.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's cool. Any more just for fun, like dream gig collaborations with anyone on the scene here? Obviously, you've all got. It would be awesome to like play with Metallica or whatever. But the fuck, like on the scene here themselves, anyone you haven't played yet with, you would like to?
Yeah, I have a close friend in a band called Taint. They are excellent. You should check them out if you haven't seen them. Would be great to play a show with Ian, Darren, and Mark. Yeah.
In my opinion, basically just anyone that'll take us. You know, if it means playing live and it means, you know, getting an opportunity to go somewhere new, that's all it really means matters to me.
Dude, that's exactly the right attitude. That's awesome. Well, this is the rig rundown. We've got to address, the gear. We've got to talk about what you're doing. What kind of equipment here did you bring to the studio, and what were you laying down with? Aaron, what bass did you bring?
So I brought my new Ibanez SR300. I think it's EDX series. It's beautiful. It's got a 3 switch on it, which activates humbuckers, which is I didn't know that was coming. It was just the greatest surprise. Yeah, God, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. And then also brought my 2 pedals, which are hidden back there. That's one of them. The Big Muff Deluxe. Oh, you do need a Big Muff. Fuzz pedal, and I also brought my chorus pedal, which is bass clone. That is basically that's the tone of Aphrill's bass, which is those 2 pedals put together. It gives you this weird distorted sound, and you just love it.
What about amp?
I don't have it with me, but I have an Ampeg Micro CL 100 watt, and it is just beautiful. Gives you, it's very basic, just bass, treble, and mids on it, but you can push it like mad, and you get such a brilliant sound out of it, and it works extremely well with those pedals. It's just nice.
Right. The name of my snares escape me now, but it's one I bought recently. It's a Pearl Bell Brass. That's the main one I like to use, and I've used it on this. I've used it on both of these tracks as well, and I think it gets such a great sound if you can get a rim shot off of it, and it happens several times in both of these songs. And I use 5B sticks as well, even though I drop them a lot, so it doesn't always help me.
I've got a couple of guitars with me. I've got my Les Paul. It's a 2013 traditional Gibson. Funny story, I actually got it off the original Snow Patrol drummer. Not what you'd expect. Yeah, he's like an accountant now or something. Yeah, lovely guy. But yeah, got that, and then we got the Mexican Strat as well. Usually I just run into like a Tube Screamery pedal into my Boss IR2. I actually only use it for the amp sim, and then I run it into my Katana cab because it just works for me. Yeah, great sound. Yeah, it's a great cab in the Katana, but I had like a Mesa cab set up on the pedal, and it's just what wasn't working for me. But yeah, so that's how we get it.
Joel, what about you?
I'm rocking a Yamaha Pacifica. Said it right? Yeah, said it right. Yeah. It's got like a Seymour Duncan pickups now added into it. It's pretty nice, but other than that, I can't really tell you too much more specific stuff because I'm kind of clueless now at the department. But yeah, nah. But my amp I'm using is 100 watt Bose Katana Mark II, which I don't know. Like, I'm not really a fan of pedals, but it has like everything in it. You know what I mean? You can even plug on the computer now and download a bunch of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Like, yeah.
Guys, that's awesome. That all sounds fantastic. Dude, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to catch up with us. Give us a little rundown of your songs. We'll hang out and we'll check them all out and get some reactions. Maybe hopefully a word from Josh. Good for bigging up our big show in the Waterfront Hall. It's the 5th of July. Tickets available now on the Waterfront Hall website. And that's with Aphrill, Grey Rat, Ketos, and Acid Age. Yep, this has been the Rig Rundown. Thank you. Bye-bye. Awesome. So yeah, a little bit of bonus bit here. Rig Rundown here with the main man himself, Josh from JSR Audio. Dude, how are you?
Anxious because I'm on video, as always.
Dude, yeah, you've been like a legend of the show for the longest time. We've had everybody in who you're producing and making sound good, and now it's actually cool to speak to you yourself. So well done on the job. Well done, dude. Thank you.
Thanks, dude. I mean, I just like working with cool bands. Happens to be they're going places, so.
How long have you been doing this for as JSR?
As JSR, I've been doing this since I was about 15, but I think I properly started doing stuff around 10 years ago, working with bands that are actually bands and not like a load of mates in a garage.
Fucking right, man. Here, that's so cool. Any standout projects over the years?
Standout projects. I mean, every album I work on always feels like a monumental achievement because it's so much work put into it. So like over the years, there's the Ketos album. There's the Words That Burn album. Survivalist have put out, well, I guess it's probably out there that there's a second album in the works. There's enough stories up, so people know. Man, there's so many bands now that I just forget who I've worked with at this point.
Dude, it's so cool. Like, you're here today with Aphrill, which is cool. How's it going with those guys?
Oh, those guys are great. They haven't needed to fuck around much. They've come in, they've put down their parts. We've been vibing the entire time. Like, yeah, just a good weekend we're having so far.
Amazing. It's different to the usual style you do. Normally, you're known for your very brutal, hardcore, technical metal. This is more like a funk rock kind of grunge style, and it's cool to see you do something different.
Yeah, I mean, this is a plea. Anyone who sees this, if you're in a non-metal band, fucking come through, because I love metal. It's probably what I listen to most, but man, I love just anything with a good composition, a good melody to it. Get that shit in my ears. So yeah, I don't care about genre. I am genre fluid. Give me music.
That's amazing. All genres welcome here at JS Audio. I personally would love to see like your production work on something like different, like funk or like pop or acoustic or anything.
Oh, there's some stuff coming on metal albums, but stuff that definitely isn't metal coming real soon. So
Fantastic. Well, there you are. The invitation is out there, guys. Get in here, book in. This is the place to be. Fantastic. What do you think about Aphrill landing that slot in the Waterfront Hall?
oh yeah, I heard about the show from someone slightly before it was announced there. I didn't realize Aphrill were going to be on it until they showed up this weekend. Big good surprise. Yeah, it's great to see young bands that are just starting out really, but already with these amazing opportunities.
Fantastic. Have you any advice maybe for young bands starting out, anyone new to it that wants to get out there and make it their own?
Be nice to the staff at venues. Always be conscious of other bands. Don't get in people's way. Play a great fucking show and people will have you back. You're going to get better shows. You're going to progress. Fuck yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear advice for young up-and-coming bands. We want to see more, especially here in the Rig Rundown and on the Belfast scene in general. The more young up-and-coming, more new stuff, the better. And it's great to see. Josh, thank you so much for chatting with us.
No worries, dude. Great to see you again.
Pleasure as always. And I'm hopefully going to get booked in for something or other soon. We'll have to get talking.
Nice.
Yes, we'll do it.
For after the cameras are
Yes. Rig Rundown with Josh here from JSR. Thank you very much and goodbye. We're here with Aphrill at the Waterfront Hall where we're playing on the Saturday the 5th of July, the studio sessions. There's we had you on before and you've all introduced yourselves, but just want to introduce yourselves again for the audience at home here. Aaron, start with yourself.
Yeah, I'm Aaron. I'm the bass player.
Brian, I play guitar.
I'm Joel. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Stuart and I play drums.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. Well, yeah, we just did a little bit of filming inside the Waterfront Hall. How do you feel after getting a look inside and seeing the stage set up? And
Honestly, it's kind of intimidating, but I do think we're ready for it. It's an opportunity of a lifetime here.
awesome, guys. Well, yeah, I'm quite excited to get playing it as well. It's some stage. Sorry, Brian. what was
Super excited, yeah. I was just agreeing, yeah. Nothing to add.
It's brilliant. So, where was your last gig? Was it in Voodoo?
It was in Voodoo with
With myself. Yeah. And so, what can we expect then? Going to be different from your last show in Voodoo to this one up on the big stage?
Last show in Voodoo.
Big crowd for it.
I was a big crowd
Big
for
night.
it as well. It was our first outing with Brian now being in the band.
Yeah.
Few mishaps as well.
A few
Joel's
mishaps.
guitar.
A couple of technical glitches.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
strings.
unpolished
And
at
the
the time,
pressure
but
of
now
all the
we've
guitar.
refined it. We've got back in. We've wrote a new song as well, which we
Yeah.
did in the studio.
Fantastic.
You were in with us.
That's right. Yeah, I got to
Might
hear
get-
some of it, and it's fucking everyone's up for a treat.
Get
Like,
you some clips as well for it.
Hell yeah.
With the master version 2s for it.
brilliant,
Sound
brilliant. That's fucking cool. And so was it 2 tracks? Did you get
Oh,
the second one done?
We got 2 done, and then we
Yeah.
were like, fuck it, let's go do a third.
So you get 3
We
done.
did 3.
3 for the price of 1. Like that's I suppose like that's an attest to when you go into the studio and you have your songs prepared and your parts down. So you went in with the plan of doing 1, maybe 2, and you came out with 3.
Yeah.
So that practice and hard work paying off. Yeah, awesome guys, awesome. So the third song, I haven't actually heard any of that. Did this happen after I left?
Yeah, it did happen after you left. It was a weird one. Wrote it on bass, and then we kind of hadn't really looked at it, and we came
Yeah.
into the studio, and we were like, let's try and do this. We tried doing it to a metronome. That didn't work at all.
Yeah,
We took the metronome away because the tempo's changed
Yeah.
too much in it.
Okay, and kept the free flow.
Yeah, kept it free flowing and kept
Awesome.
it building, and then Joel with his one take solos,
Yeah,
which is a bit mental to see.
sick.
But I'll
Yeah.
send that one off to you. I
Class.
think you'll quite like it. It's a bit of a change of sound for us, but
Yeah.
it's quite good.
That's fantastic. Well, guys, what's next on the horizon for you? So we have the big studio sessions gig coming up. You've got these new releases coming. What next? What have you got your eyes on?
Just get some new material down first of all, and then try and get some gigs probably. I'd
Keep
say, yeah.
representing.
Exactly. Just keep
Awesome. Well, dudes, thank you so much for catching up with me tonight and coming out here. This has been
Yeah, thanks
Aphrill
for having
for
us.
the studio sessions, and we'll see everyone at the gig. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice one, dudes. Thank you very much.
Behind us.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the Rig Rundown. This is episode 22. We're here now with Aphrill, the Waterfront Hall. Dude, you're going to show us what you've got. We met before in the studio.
Aye.
And you promised me you were going to bring out the big rigs and show us them. So, yeah, I've got Dwayne here from Kidos helping me out on second camera here. So we'll go over here and start with everyone. We've got Aaron, Joel, and Brian. So we'll start with Aaron. We'll start with the bass rig. Dude, show us everything from guitar to pedal board to amp. What's going on here?
I had to bring out the sexy things.
Yeah?
It was fucking beautiful.
What's
Ibanez SR300.
Oh, very
EDX,
nice.
Black Ice.
Dude, that is cool
It is
as fuck.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We go playing on it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I love it.
What I'm rocking through is bass clone,
Yep.
electrical harmonics. That's how we get
Oh,
a
nice.
lot of our chorus sounds.
Yeah.
Running next into that is the Deluxe Bass Big Muff.
Yeah, of course, the big muff.
Oh,
Love a big muff.
You
Yeah.
love it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. And then that's brilliant for all the heavy stuff in our songs. It
Yeah.
really is. It gives you that extra low end. Then we got the tuning pedal and the trusty.
Oh, you need the tuner. Did you put your tuner at the end of the chain?
I do, because I had a problem. I tried
Oh,
and turn
shit.
the bass clone on and just stamp on the tuner and kill the whole sound live.
Aye, man.
So I'm stuck it at the end.
Fair
but,
play, man. You
yeah,
got
but it
batteries
is.
and everything? You don't see any.
Yeah, I've got batteries in them all.
Oh, Jesus. You like
I
to live
just-
dangerously? I power into the mains. I don't like
I
to.
change them before every gig.
Oh, fair enough.
Too weird with it.
Cool.
Also got my Ampeg.
What's the
micro
amp here?
scale.
Ampeg Micro. I've never seen a micro before. This is class. This is like something Mini-Me would use.
It's called being broken. Can't afford the SVC.
No, but no. Here, micro systems are where it's at, dude. Seriously, you get the proper power and punch of what you need, but extra luggage space.
Yeah.
It's great, man. And we're going to be seeing this on the 5th of July in the Waterfront Hall and right here on the erected stage.
I can't wait.
Oh, fantastic, man. So what's your settings like? What do you normally dial in?
Settings, I always keep the bass on mid, like right in
Yeah.
the middle. But on this, I like to boost the treble,
Aye,
sweep the mids down, and boost the bass. as
sweep the
well.
mids. Nice. That's awesome,
Give a
dude. Well, here-
really thick. top
Yeah,
to
so
it.
who'd be your bass inspiration then for sound and that? Who you trying to go for?
So sorry about that.
Yeah,
Who should I go for? Probably for me, Mike Starr.
Mike
from
Starr.
Alice in Chains, the best
Oh.
bass player.
Nice.
That bass tone can't get better.
Yeah.
than that.
So you add a bit of chorusy tone maybe then? Yeah.
Got to make it known somehow.
Brilliant. So yeah, you were in with Josh there in JSR. You recorded, was it three tracks?
Three songs.
3 songs. You went in for 2. You came out with 3 because you made so much damn good progress. I like to think it's because I was there
Oh, it was. You gave so much inspiration.
holding you up
Yes.
with interviews and you still got more shit done. So that's fantastic. What can we expect then from the 3 tracks?
Joel, do you want to throw in that one?
I mate, yes.
It's like a range. There's
Mm-hmm.
one that's pretty heavy, and then there's one that's like less heavy, more
Ah.
singy, and then there's one that's like not heavy at all.
Oh,
so,
dear.
It's a
Class.
very good way of describing it, but you'll
Yeah.
see what I mean. You'll see what I mean.
Awesome.
You know.
So is it a bit of a journey? Takes you up, takes you down, takes you around?
Yeah.
Yeah?
we'll say
Good
that,
wall
yeah.
of sound in the last one, and there just goes from clean, and then you got like just a
Yeah.
heavy guitar.
Oh,
when you sound
brilliant,
it, so-
yeah. Well, suppose then that brings us on into here, the katana.
Oh,
Joel,
maybe,
what's
like,
the
baby
crack
one.
with this dude here? What's
So I've got 2 of these at home.
nice?
this
Did you
is
plug them both in at the same time? Put
I
one
know.
other end of the room.
It's an idea now.
Yeah, you're doing it now.
Melt the neighbors like, but this is a 100-watt Mark II Katana Artist.
Very nice.
You can plug it in the computer now. Does all shit. I've never done that, but
Downloads all your
yeah.
shit for you.
So yeah, it's better. Like I'm not
Class.
too.
What about your guitar, bro? It's
It's a Yamaha Pacifica. It's got some
Nice.
Seymour Duncans on it.
do you do this
Those
yourself?
thing. No, fuck man,
No,
no, for me.
come
So,
as standard.
yeah,
Excellent. How
And-
long you had this?
a year,
Year.
about a year, yeah.
Sweet.
So, but yeah, it is also my baby. Like, 'cause it's
Yeah. So
first
you got the
pedal
push
stop.
pull. What does that do? Does that change you to like the clean tone?
So
Oh
I
shit!
don't know,
Makes it
it's-
bluesy.
Makes it bluesy. Like
That's so cool, man. Awesome. So yeah, would you change anything? Have you made any additions or subtractions?
These here,
What's
I've
this?
got them out. Like I use them all the time. I only started using them last night. So,
So is this just really a controller for the onboard effects in the katana?
something like that, yeah. And
Yeah.
then this is like a volume switch. You know what I mean?
Volume
I just
or
like to play,
wah
like
or
I don't know
expression?
any. Oh yeah, volume. I think.
Both. You can
Sweet.
do either.
Yeah, you can do both.
Class, man. That's fantastic. I'm only going to be hearing this on the new record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? What's the new? Is it going to be a collection of songs, or are you going to be singling one at a time?
To be announced later. It's not because we
Okay,
haven't
so
got it yet.
Yeah.
But
right.
yeah,
I
we'll
just
announce
like
it.
that-
Stay tuned for that information.
Stay tuned for
Just
that.
like that, he did not use this. On the recording either.
You probably just plug in direct and-
Guitar, like, yeah.
Well, if it's Josh, what he'd do is he'd
Yeah.
record your tone and just create it as a
Yeah.
profile, so you didn't need to bring your stuff.
We went into an angle for it and then
Oh,
into Marshall
nice.
Cab, yeah, so it was nice.
Well, yeah,
Driven sound.
Brian, what about yourself? What's going on here?
Yes, we'll start down here. Just got a tuner
Oh, very nice.
into the Tube Screamer copy.
Of course,
Noise gate, obviously.
you need a gate and a
Into
screamer.
so this is like the Boss IR2. I only
Nice.
use it for the amp.
Yeah.
And then I've got the IR turned off for the cab. And
Oh,
then I
class.
actually run it into the cab of a Katana, which seems weird, but it gets like a decent sound. Plus, I don't have room for room for a big amp to.
Dude,
get
you
the
don't see
sound.
these
So
days. I met with your man
I've
Ned
noticed,
Abbott,
yeah.
and he travels the world with an amp
I'm,
that
look,
size.
I'm gonna get rid of this and just try and keep this and go DI, but I just haven't found a cab.
Dude,
IR
your man Ned
or
Abbott,
you
he's
know.
doing theaters now with Joe Satriani and Steve Vai, and his amp's
Yeah,
no
I
bigger than
just
that.
wanted
He
to
says
sound-
that's all you need.
To sound the same.
Did you see the
anywhere
boys
we
in
go,
Nine
you
Inch
know?
Nails? The photo of their rig went up, and it was literally about
Oh,
an
yeah,
amp that size in a coffin
I
box
seen
full of
someone
foam,
had a fucking
and
one of
that's
those
powers the whole arena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I seen someone have one of those little Marshall, the little tiny things in the back of an empty cab mic'd up. I was like, that's
For an arena.
whatever. You
Yeah, nice.
And then we got this.
Yeah,
It's a
dude, Gibson Les Paul.
2013
Wow.
traditional, yeah, nice top on it.
Dude, it's
It's
so cool.
like
I'm-
9.9 pounds. So
yeah, I'd
I
be
don't
scared
like
to
it.
bring that out of the
Yeah,
house. That
well,
thing
I'll
looks.
play it here, but we're
Carrying a baby
going
around his
to
neck.
Tribes next week down at
Yeah,
Lummus.
are you bringing it to the festival?
I'm gonna leave it in the
Yeah, I
house.
wouldn't bring that to the
I don't
festival.
want it, I don't want to like take it out
That's
of
a
the
job
car.
for like a
It's big-
Strat or
yeah.
something that can take a beating.
Yeah, so we'll be nice too, but
Yeah.
you'll see it here. Hopefully
Wow,
I'll
yeah,
do
you'll
well.
see it on the grand stage of the
Yeah,
Waterfront Hall,
exactly,
Saturday the
5th of
5th of July. Get your fucking tickets now on the
Yeah.
Waterfront Hall website.
100%.
Yes, dudes. Well, thanks so much for showing us your
Yes,
stuff.
no
This is
problem.
cool. We've got a big crowd here today. We've got a lot to cover. There's a lot of people visiting, a lot of things to go over. I'm hoping we might come back to the equipment and maybe have a couple of playoffs and battles. But we'll maybe
hit you
get to that
all
later.
on
Yeah, hell yeah, man! But thank you so much for showing me all your stuff.
Yes,
This is
of
class.
course. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing it on the night on the 5th.
We can't wait to get it. Can't wait to get
And
it.
hearing
Oh, yeah,
hearing
baby.
your guitars on the new record coming out,
Yeah,
coming out
100%.
to be
Thanks to
announced.
JSR as well. Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to Josh.
Big
I
shout out.
think almost everyone here can shout out to
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, awesome guys. Thank you very
Thanks.
much. That's great. Yes,
Toodle.
cheers. Hello and welcome to episode 22 of the Rig Rundown. Back here today in the Waterfront Hall, sponsored by the Studio Sessions on the 5th of July. We've got a massive lineup today. I'm here with Delusional Silence, Teras, Aphrill, Dwayne from Ketos. We've got GUSH, Sheela, Rose Fatale, and Revolution. Yeah, and of course Chelsea from GUSH, who runs Girls with Guts Fest. It's a massive show. We have a lot to cover. Get through everyone. We've got with me right here, Delusional Silence. Got a new single about the breakout. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, lad.
Chris and Ricky, you want to introduce yourselves for our audience at home?
I'm Ricky, singer and unfortunately lead guitarist for Delusional Silence. And this is Chris.
Chris Denver, bass for Delusional Silence as well.
Yeah, dude. So it was a crack. You put out one just at the end of last year, Fade Away.
Yeah.
Was
Yep.
that last year?
Was it the end of last year, or
I think
was
it
it
was
the start of this year?
Start of this year.
Start of this year,
Yeah,
February.
even he knows it.
Yeah, me and George were actually in Delusional when we were jamming this back in the
Yeah,
day.
we're a lot better now. Easy left.
Yeah. So what was the song like? How's it different? It was we were in this back in the day, but it's evolved since. What's it like now?
Better.
Better.
It's a lot better. The lyrics are just far superior. Singing,
Well-
vocals, rhythm guitar, it's just far much, so much better now.
I'm still shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bass has stayed exactly the same.
What about we're missing AJ and Will. You want to shout out those guys? Hello, AJ and Will. Why aren't you
No.
here? No. They're fired for not turning up. What's the crack? So yep, new single. What's it called?
Hot and Heavy.
Hot and
I
Heavy.
didn't name it. Actually, you named
I
it,
knew-
unfortunately, and they wouldn't let me change the name.
I remember that. Oh fuck! That was funny. Yeah. So, what's it about now? You've changed words about it. What's
I
it
think it's
about?
just pure anger. And
Yeah?
It's called Hot and Heavy because it's a fucking awful name for a song, especially like the genre it's in. It's like,
How did you take this one compared to the last one? Or did you record them both at the same time, the same way, or did you come in differently from Fade Away?
it's pretty much exactly the same. They're both done on the same day. Well, they're span of
brilliant.
2 days anyway, so
Nice.
I'm not very good at writing lyrics, so I just get a
Yeah,
dictionary.
fuck
and just
Did you do them
fucking
all
worked.
yourself?
I did them all, yeah.
Nice, awesome.
Using a dictionary.
So it's just about pure anger and fucking aggression, and then ripping 2 guitar solos again. You and Will.
Yeah, mine's better.
Nice. Any idea of when this is coming out?
August.
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 Yep.
You
Start,
got it.
start of August.
Start of August. So, okay, date to be announced. Brilliant. So when you were writing the song, what really clicked about it? What made you decide to take this one in and record it over any of the other ones?
Well, we played it for quite a while,
Yeah.
live, because we were playing it with you and George
Oh,
were in the band.
back at Hard Rock Hell, 16.
Yeah, and then we just it finally needed recorded, so we just went, fuck it, we'll just crack on with it, keep the name. Sorry,
Nice.
Ricky. And then Ricky put his own lyrics to it,
Nice.
and we hadn't heard the lyrics until we got into the studio.
Good. What's the plans for the release then?
We'll see.
Video?
We'll see.
Oh, shit. Nice. That's fucking cool. Well, how do you feel this song is different then from the previous Delusional Silence works? I know you did that album, Fall of Truth, with Josh, and then Sinners and Saints with me and Einstein. So this is a third different studio now.
I think our stuff's just getting progressively heavier as we
Yeah.
go along. It was, I don't know how to describe it. It's like soft, hard rock. Maybe at the start, and it's gone more towards like a groove
Heavy
metal sort
metal,
of thing.
yeah. Fucking right.
Definitely hot and heavy. It's definitely more groove metal, kind of Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed a bit
I
with
think that was a bit of an influence behind the riffs.
Black Sabbath as well.
So it's
thrown in there
darker,
as well.
darker tone then for Delusional Silence.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's brilliant, guys. Well, thank you very much for updating us on that. That's class. Sitting beside me here, we've got George and Bordy from Teras. Teras. What's the correct? I'm Ben, the newest member, the bass player. I'm gonna pass you the mic over.
Here, by the way, see, you should have changed the name to Hoffen Heavy and made it about David Hasselhoff. That would have been dope, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd have been straight on pre-release, saved on Spotify immediately.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, Teras, you guys have been on a tear lately. Well, what's next creatively for you guys? Have you used another single in the works?
Yeah, we've about
Yep.
locked and loaded a lot of stuff.
Brilliant.
So I think we have at the start of the year we released Sovereign.
Yeah.
And then we went absolutely bucko all over the Republic of Ireland for
Yeah.
like 6 months.
Oh, amazing. You
played
did
everywhere.
Siege of Limerick, guy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
outrageous, by the
Brilliant,
way. Really amazing. So we opened up the main stage, the warehouse stage in Siege of Limerick, and
Main stage.
it's packed out. But since then, we've went to, you were saying earlier there, Ricky, about we went to Einstein and done our new single. So
Oh, brilliant.
the Perception's coming out. It's something a little bit different from the
Nice.
last
What
one.
date's that coming out?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. To be announced.
It is coming out on a date.
I
Excellent.
think we're aiming for
Surprise
kind
drop.
of around the end of July.
Yeah, well, you guys a little bit closer than that then. On Saturday, the
Yes.
28th, you're doing Girls with Guts.
Yes,
Yeah,
we are.
along
We're really
with
looking forward to it.
all of the
Big
ladies
up
here.
Chelsea.
Big up Chelsea.
Woo,
Sort of
up
10
alarm.
bands
Yeah.
for £10 in one day. Like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. This is Ben's first gig as well, so
Yeah.
that's what we were saying
This is
earlier.
your first time as the four piece?
Well,
Technically,
as this four-piece.
this four
This
piece,
four piece?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. With
Um,
the piano as well.
But so we're kind of, that's what we're saying earlier. Ben's now done more podcast appearances twice over than he has gigs with there. So he's done 2 and no gigs.
So he needs to hurry up and get his gig numbers up. Those are
Yeah.
rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up. Awesome. So what was the inspiration for the new music? Where does it come from, like sonically and lyrically? Do you know much about the lyrics side of it, or is that more Hunter's job?
Was it something like a comeback-y kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose for the Perception, music wise, we went for something maybe a little bit different music wise. So, I suppose drums wise, I'd maybe go on a wee bit more, probably a bit more towards sort of Brian Downey from Thin Lizzy, kind
very
of
nice,
a bit more
yeah.
groove and stuff like that.
Cool.
Lyrics wise for Hunter, she pours her heart and soul into her lyrics.
Yeah. She likes to have some songs be a little bit of a sequel to other songs, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and have lyrics come across.
This one kind of was written sort of in vein of a sort of sequel to a song that we no longer play anymore.
Okay, so it might even revive that, perhaps, so you can play them together. No?
Maybe
Don't be
someday.
sneaky, Pete. Stop trying to get the secrets out. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as putting records out go, you are a very much a live band. You're very busy. What do you prefer doing? You know, putting songs out or being out there connecting with audiences? Like, what's
live.
live?
No questions asked.
I like having the song out, but getting to the point of getting the song out is
Yeah.
a pain in the behind, you know.
All right, cool.
So, but like live, that's I think like for us, I think live's kind of our bread and butter, you know, where we're
Yeah.
kind of like out going at it. What are you doing?
Oh, there she is.
We special
There
guest.
she is.
Oh, she's
Absolute
Hello?
attention seeker, by the way. She
Yeah.
can't have us doing any talking
Hello,
without her being
you're
in
on the microphone here, so PG.
How do I get in?
We'll have to send someone to let her in.
Through the door. I
We'll send
I
someone to
don't
let you
know.
in.
Send someone.
I-
Oh yeah,
I-
someone's coming. Greg
Someone's
is
coming
coming.
to let you in.
someone's
Yeah.
coming.
By
to
the
let you
way,
in.
this is unbelievably
we'll see
you.
you
You know
soon.
that?
Thank you so much.
Okay, see you
We're gonna
soon.
call her
Bye.
in here.
Okay,
Brilliant.
bye.
Brilliant.
So yes,
Awesome.
very organized, very
Yeah.
always on the ball with everything
Yep.
that she does. So
Brilliant,
can't say
brilliant.
enough, you know.
Well, sure, we can take this as an opportunity to maybe switch it up and get some of the Girls with Guts panel down here with Hunter.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put her on the spot.
Put her on the spot.
Maybe talk about the new song for Girls with Guts.
That's it. Dude. You're gonna play it for the first time at Girls with Guts?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That'd be
Mhm.
fantastic,
Yeah.
bro. Awesome.
The
awesome.
very new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of heavy. It's
Wow.
actually really heavy.
Cool.
To be honest, just bladder and kick pedals and all. It's good crack. you know.
Nice. What have you done then to upgrade the heaviness? What have you changed anything about your setup, playing, gear?
Just gained about a stone and a half in weight, like for
Yeah,
me
just
personally,
start
you know,
lifting
makes
and-
me heavier.
Same, to be fair.
That's
You
what
know?
you got to do, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there she is.
Whoa!
Hey.
Here she comes.
Hello, how's it going?
That's all right.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Here, jump in.
Jump in.
Jump in.
Jump in.
You're just in time.
You're just hiya.
Hiya.
Hi.
How's it going? There's Hunter. Hunter, I'm sure you know everyone.
Yes.
If you've not met yet, you will soon.
Sorry.
Aye.
Are we
Brilliant.
rolling?
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
rolling,
on
rolling,
right now. I'm
rolling.
just gonna keep going. It's easier that way.
Yeah.
Less for me to edit.
Listen,
Later.
just happening style,
Brilliant. Yeah, cool. Well, here, Hunter, we're talking about the new song. You're just in time. Say we're talking about the sound of it, so now you can talk about
The
the,
new
lyrics
single,
of it.
not the
Oh, the
new
bit-
song. Perception.
The perception, yeah.
Aye. So grab a
Get
mic.
in a mic.
Yes.
Hi, yeah.
Hi.
The perception, what can I say?
Oh,
it kind
aye.
of speaks for itself. It's self-explanatory.
It's very perceptive.
But I'm really excited. Most people have actually already heard it. Yes, it's very perceptive. Most people have already heard it. I think we've played it live a good few times, but not with our majestic god here, Ben. Right?
Uh huh.
So
Ben
it's even
10.
bigger, better now.
Jason Mimosa.
Jason Mimosas, yes.
Yep.
It's a very special one to me. It was very painful, to say the least, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a very painful experience for me. I was going through it at the time, and so it's a bit of a release, and you can hear that in it. But
Fantastic.
it's kind of open to interpretation. Everyone can kind of have their own take out of it.
Yeah.
They'll speak for themselves, but it's fun. I like the breakdown in it.
Brilliant. And it's
So
coming out, what, August-ish?
We're aiming maybe end of
We'll
July.
s- end of
Hopefully,
July.
yeah,
All right.
hopefully.
Brilliant. That's cool. And it's you putting this out yourself? You've been signed yet? Is there any record company fucking
No, we're going to do this all ourselves. We're
doing
gonna-
it all yourselves?
Yeah, we're
Even
going to try.
better.
We've all got different wee roles to play, and
Cool.
we're all hungry for the same thing. And ready to
Nice.
eat.
So yeah, live now. You're not playing bass anymore.
No, I handed
Nope.
it over.
You've handed
to-
it to Mr.
Yeah,
Ben.
and I couldn't be more pleased.
Have
if
you
I'm
got the
honest.
piano out now then for some of
Yeah,
it?
I've got Bertha out. The piano's called Bertha.
Oh, very nice.
So that's Bertha. Bertha's
Yeah.
making a scene, so she
We'll have to
is.
get you to bring her in one day and give us a nice keyboard piano one
Yeah,
night.
100%, man, 100%.
Fantastic.
My ADHD goes wild on the piano. I love it. That's why I love
Yep.
it, So, yeah, definitely bring the piano to more things.
Oh, that's great.
And down the line, sample pads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can Saturday 28th, Girls with Guts Fest?
Yeah.
What can the crowd expect? What he's bringing? What will we see anything we haven't seen before? You said something about new songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring the thunder.
I think it's just gonna be same old us, really. So
All right.
it's going
well,
nuts
with
and-
Ben, this is our
with
Ben's
Ben-
first
with
show.
Ben, yeah.
Yeah.
Ben,
Your debut show.
Hi.
Ben, dude, this is your first show with Teras.
Yeah,
you
man.
excited?
I can't wait.
You can't wait?
It's been a while since I last played a live gig, but no, it's been class. Getting to know the guys and
And it's Girls with Guts Fest too. It's no, I think it's how many tickets are sold now? I seen you put an update up, Chelsea. Like only 30 tickets left. Over 200. Wow. That's
No
fantastic.
pressure, Ben.
No pressure, dude. So I'd say at this rate, it's probably gonna sell out. Like, yeah, I'd say if you haven't got your ticket yet, you might want to hurry up on that. Like, yeah, brilliant, nice.
we have a wee trick, shall we say, up our sleeve as well.
Oh.
We're going to have a very special guest on with
yeah.
us for the perception. That's all I'm
Wow.
going to say. I don't want to give too much away, but just
Okay, that's it.
don't
No
miss the
more-
perception.
don't be
Where's the
spoiling
camera
shit.
through there? Don't miss the perception.
I'm there.
And there, right? Because we have a very special guest. People I think most people know her. she's a very big part.
Oh, don't be giving away
Aye,
clues.
whoa,
You've already,
whoa.
Jesus,
No,
you've already,
special
I'm
guest,
not gonna
that's it.
tell
already given
anybody.
away too
but
many
No,
clues.
I want people to speculate.
Well,
I
you know
want
it's a
people to
her.
speculate. Well, obviously it's a her. It's girls with guts, and it's only right to be a her, you know. So, but I'm really excited for that. You asked if we had anything different.
So a big surprise. Keep an eye on Terrace's set for a big surprise that they can't contain their laughter over.
Something like that, right? But yeah, no, keep an eye on that. I'm really excited for that. We have a whole new set.
Guest, new song.
New set.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So
Same old.
Are we allowed
us.
to say the new song that we're going to be performing?
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
maybe
no,
not.
no,
Yeah.
no. I
No, I
want
think
no,
we
no,
should.
No?
I think we should.
I'm not giving Pete the satisfaction.
No.
I
So
think
there
we
is a
should.
new song.
What
We
do you
don't know the
think?
name of it. We don't know what it's going to be. But
But people do know because, like,
But they don't.
oh, have we not?
No.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not having a domestic
Oh.
here.
have you
Stop.
changed your tuning yet? Remember you were saying before you were going to start
Sing.
doing songs and drop A and all?
Not
No.
yet.
No.
No, sure. The Perception's not even metal. It's like a power ballad.
Yeah, it's
And-
it's kind of
There you go.
Yes.
yeah. Well, the Perception's not really metal. It's like I would say there's parts of it that are kind of a bit maybe like old Thin Lizzy-ish.
Oh, very good.
Like, and especially as well. That's what I was saying earlier. Like some of the Brian Downey drums with a lot of sway and groove on them rather than just straight drum beats.
Yeah, brilliant.
And even vocal lines and stuff. Yours would be like extra airy in the verses now.
Yeah.
So
Can you do an example?
no, no, not for free. No. But yeah, it is. It's kind of like that one is that we're releasing hopefully at the end of July is very singy and very ballady.
Yeah.
And then the new one that we've just written that we're going to be doing on Saturday is like proper.
The complete opposite.
Yeah, it's like
Brilliant.
really, it's a real heavy, aggressive.
Well, here it
release.
sounds.
I even get a Jonathan Davis moment in it.
Or you just got to start
What's it go
scatting
like? What's it go like? Yeah.
trying to do a John Davis noise.
What's it go like?
Start. You know what? A funny story. I seen them like a long time ago. One time when I was 18, and the pass I had enabled me to like get backstage and up above the stage in the rafters. And Jonathan Davis had all his lyrics come up on an auto cue. And you know that bit in Freak on Leash where he's just like making up words?
Yeah.
Had that all like spelled out on his like screen, like all the random fucking stupid noises. It's like as if he needed help. It's spelled out for him. So yeah, that's all specific. That's like not just random shit.
Yeah,
Very
mad
good,
like.
man. Yeah.
Wee bahy in there, like.
We. Yeah.
Is that in the new song? No.
No, well, maybe.
In a way, in a
No.
way.
Awesome. Well, here it's been amazing to get a catch up with Terrace. Thank you guys so much. Like we'll
Break there.
talk now to some more of the panel behind us. We'll get the girls with guts people down. Awesome. Yes. So I'm here with a lot of the lineup from Girls with Guts. Chelsea, you are from GUSH. You have organized it. We're also joined by Rose, Fatale, REVÖLUTIØN, and Sheela. We'll get some words from all of you here. It'd be great to learn more about you. Chelsea, yeah, Girls with Guts is quickly becoming a staple. What inspired you to launch this event?
Women.
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, I had been thinking about this for a while last year about having an event that sort of showcases and celebrates women in the rock scene in NI, because I think that there aren't enough of us, and the few that we do have are so talented.
You deserve a showcase, a spotlight.
Absolutely, yeah. So I thought nobody else seems to be doing it, so I'll give it a go.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant. And it's obviously been quite successful. You're almost sold out. Was it 30 tickets left? you
Yeah,
said?
30 tickets left.
30
Last time I
tickets.
checked. Yeah, so yeah.
Hurry up and buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's brilliant. What's been the most rewarding and challenging parts of running this? Have you ever run anything like this before?
No, never.
No? Wow,
I've
it's your
never.
first foray into
Yeah,
organising?
I've
Class.
never ran an event before, like put a gig on before. So the fact this is my first one,
Yeah.
it's exciting, but also like it's overwhelming sometimes as well, because it seems like it's gonna be kind of big.
Yeah.
So the most exciting thing I would say about it is the fact that people have been telling me they're so excited for it. The bands seem to be looking forward to playing, and people I've spoke to that are coming along seem to be really looking forward to it as well.
I love it. As a father of a young girl who loves music, it's very inspiring to see. I would like to see more of it. I think it's brilliant. You're pushing along for women. All the bands you have are fantastic.
Yes,
the
they
lineup's
are.
great. We'll talk about the lineup you've got. So sorry, who will we introduce
Yes.
everyone one by one? We'll start here at the top. Yes, who have we here?
I'm Anna.
Anna from
Rose Fatale.
Rose Fatale, yes. So you guys are playing Girls with Guts. What can we expect from the Rose Fatale set on Saturday?
We're starting off our set with a song called Hedonism, so I
Lovely.
think that should give it away.
Feel good vibes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, no, we're punk rock and like just high energy. I've got a megaphone, so
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
We'll be there in time for soundcheck.
Yeah, so what you've got the distinct vibe in the band. How are you going to bring that energy into this festival setting? Are you going to do anything different than your usual set, or have you got any extra surprises up your sleeve?
Honestly, yeah, one of the surprises is gonna be that am I allowed to swear on this?
Oh, of course, yeah. This is an adult show. Yeah.
Just checking. Yeah, we actually have taken we have 2 songs on Spotify. We've taken one of them off our set list.
Okay. Why?
It's taken Psycho Bitch off.
Why?
I was sort of like, when I wrote it, it felt really at the time like, this is such a great, like, move, reclaiming like being the insult thrown at me, psycho bitch, and then I was like singing to it like, I'm a psycho bitch, and I was like, kind of like I've called myself this so many times. I really don't like.
You don't want to be that self-deprecating, like.
Like, I do love the song. It captured anger at the time, but I'm like, we'll come back. But for this one, we wanted to put more songs we're feeling at the moment in the 30-minute set. Sorry, I'm
excellent.
Mic here.
No, of course. What does representation in lineups like this mean to you? How happy are you to be a part of this?
I feel really lucky to be a part of this show because it was going to see a band like I thought I actually wasn't into punk music at all, and then I saw a band from Belfast like really rock out on stage when I was like, what age was I? I was like 21.
Brilliant.
And then I was like, oh, this is the type of music I want to do.
Yeah.
I was like, this anger, this is like, there was a bit like the band I'm referring to is Problem Patterns. I was like in the audience and there was
brilliant.
a bit where we just like screamed as a crowd, and I was like, this like encapsulates how like anger I feel it on
Brilliant.
misogyny in the music scene.
Yeah, so you knew it
So I was
right
like,
there
this
what
is
you
what
wanted
I
to
want
do.
to create.
That's so cool. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. And everyone who's going to the show should be looking forward to your set. That's got to be brilliant. Thank you. I'll move on down the line here. I'll try and get speaking to everyone. Ladies, yes, who have we got here?
Revolution.
Revolution.
I'm Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I'm Hannah. And I'm Chloe.
Thank you very much, Revolution. Guys, you are playing on Saturday, Girls with Guts Fest. What does playing a fest like this mean to you guys personally?
Well, I think it's really great because we're still quite fresh. We're still quite new to the scene, so it's really good to be branching out and, meeting more people and especially more women in the scene and things like that. I'm very excited.
Brilliant. And what can we expect then from your set Saturday? What gear are you guys rocking? You got anything special planned? Oh. Yeah.
Well, we have some songs that we have not released yet that we're going to be playing.
Brilliant.
We have played them a couple times at random shows, but this time we're kind of gathering them all together to play them all.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's fantastic.
And we're doing a couple covers, but they're all by female-fronted bands.
So some surprises. People will be hearing some familiar tunes in your own special way.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic, guys. Like, how do you feel like the scene is shifting for heavier music for more women on the scene? Like, are you getting to see? Sorry, are you happy to see more of it? Are you seeing more representation about? You think it's getting better?
Yes, it's definitely getting better.
Especially with events like this as well.
Yeah.
I think if we could just have more of this all the time, it'd be great.
You don't really realize how many female bands there really are until something like this happens.
Oh,
where
yeah.
They're all together.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Love it. Yeah. So what all do you do in the band? Yeah.
I was sorry. Could I just add to the
of course.
Females in the scene?
Hell yeah.
I remember when we first started, we were doing like TikTok trends and stuff, just trying to get some reach.
Yeah.
And we were doing ones, and it blew up kind of for a while. We were getting loads of comments, and a lot of them were like, wow, they found their boyfriend's instruments or something, or wow, I see what
condescending.
Like, it was like you would read through it and go, oh, like misogyny is scarily casual and common, and it's like the amount.
Well, what are they doing? They're making comments online. What are you doing?
Yeah,
You're playing
exactly.
a sold out show in the OES Center,
in a
like
festival, right? Like I don't see you guys here, so it was really good to like see this like event. It's very refreshing, I think, just to see.
That's brilliant.
Women come together and go like, yeah, actually, we can be rock musicians. There shouldn't be a thing there. So
You made a song out of that?
Out of that
Oh,
experience.
yeah.
Our first song, Mean Thing, is about that. All those comments we got, because there was a lot on TikTok, a lot of comments. So we turned it into a song, and it did really well. So we're very proud of it, and we'll be playing it on Saturday at Girls with Guts.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to see anyone who made any mean comments about you try and get through the crowd at that show. That would be funny. But yeah, pretty fantastic. Girls, what all do you do in the band? What do you play?
I play guitar, lead and rhythm. We don't have. I'm the only guitarist, so.
I play the drums,
and I play bass.
We're
Brilliant.
missing our lead singer at the minute.
Do you all sing or just one of you sing?
No, we sometimes
we
do
do
backing,
backing
but
vocals.
our
Oh,
lead singer
class.
Leah, she couldn't be here today. But yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we look forward to seeing Revolution at Girls with Guts Fest, and everyone at home should hopefully enjoy coming to see us, and that'll be brilliant.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll move on down to the end here. We just pass our microphones down. Yes. Who have we at the end here?
Sorry.
Yes, Sheela.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band?
I'm Evie and I sing and play the guitar.
Yeah.
I'm Louise. I play bass, the only bass in the.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Makes sense.
Only one bass.
And I also sing as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're
So,
no drummer today.
what can everyone expect then on Saturday from Sheila's set?
Lots of new energy.
Mhm.
I feel like we've been in such a break mode.
Oh yeah.
For the past 3 months, got exams,
A-levels.
and everything. So
Yeah, we had our first practice last night, and it was great to be back.
it was so
Honestly,
Yeah.
refreshing. Yeah.
Brilliant. Where do you guys practice?
Blackstaff.
Blackstaff.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Blackstaff. Their rooms are pretty good. Do you have your own place or do you use the ones
Use
everyone
the
does?
Alex Studios.
Yeah, brilliant. They're great.
Got everything you need in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Fantastic. And what does playing on a fest like this mean to you personally?
Everything.
Yeah.
I remember first time I ever wanted to pick up a guitar. I was doing GCSE music, and we started getting into Black Sabbath and playing Black Sabbath. And I
Excellent.
remember looking at all these clips on YouTube, and it was all these really popular male bands, which were always great, of course.
Yeah.
But I remember looking for all these ones I could find that I knew a lot of music to, and I couldn't find any. And it wasn't until I started getting into local music like Matrona and
Oh,
GUSH
yes.
and everyone who's playing at Girls with Guts, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, like we really do.
Do you have any other major local influences like that you would want to list off or shout out?
Loads, honestly.
Loads?
I think Matrona was probably the first band we
Would
really
be
got
your
into.
biggest influence locally then, yeah?
it was the first one we really got
Cool.
into.
I'm actually talking to their guitar player, Declan. I'm trying to get him to come on to the show. Gonna hopefully arrange that sometime. He's got some cool stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Well, guys, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for all the updates. Is there anything else anyone else would like to add before? Oh, we'll talk. Yes, Chelsea. We talked about you as the organizer of the festival.
Yeah.
But from now, from the perspective of the player in GUSH,
Yeah.
what's GUSH bringing to this fest? How taking yourself out of the organizing side of it and just playing? What are we going to expect?
Lots of noise as usual. Do we have a new song? Yeah, I think we do have a new song that we're gonna play.
Brilliant.
For everyone. But
Have you
yeah,
recorded it yet? Is it out?
I can't tell.
Oh, there. Oh, okay. Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's maybe in the works as well. So yeah, we're all really looking forward to it, and we're
Yeah.
gonna be loud and have lots of energy, like usual.
Brilliant.
Mhm.
So when you were organising that Girls with Guts Fest, what did you take into consideration when you were choosing the bands? Did you have bands already in your head you wanted, or did you maybe do an assessment and do some data collection, or what did you do?
Oh, I really just picked like my favorite bands for
Brilliant.
like the local
That's
scene.
what we all do when we're
Yeah,
organising stuff.
I
Yeah.
was like, if I'm gonna put on a festival, who do I want to see?
Yeah.
And I went from there.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, what's the plans for the festival in general then? Will there be a Girls with Guts 2?
Oh,
Maybe
well.
a Christmas edition?
Oh
or
well.
a,
Well, if all goes well, yeah, I'm up for doing it again next year. So
Brilliant. Only
Yeah.
one a year?
there might be. Well, actually, we have another show ran by Girls with Guts at the end of July on the
Wow.
26th of July. It's going to be a GUSH headline.
Brilliant. Where's that?
It's going to be in Voodoo. Yeah,
cool.
Saturday night in Voodoo.
So it'll be like a little bit of a satellite event of Girls with Guts?
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant.
So yeah, hopefully people come along to that as well. And
Great.
I have been speaking to someone else. She's kind of doing really well for herself.
Wow.
In the local scene about doing a bit of a collab potentially around Halloween time.
Cool.
But that's all I'm going to say on that for now.
Brilliant.
So.
And of course, we get to shout out all the bands that aren't here that are playing your fest. I know you have Anya.
Yes, Anya, Susie Pagel,
Yep.
Cherem are headlining. We have The New Normal.
Brilliant band.
Who else am I missing? Monday's Child. Oh my goodness, of course.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's loads. There's all 10 of us. So exciting.
That is cool. Well, Chelsea, like that's amazing.
Thank you.
We're so impressed. Not just me. Everyone on the scene thinks this is brilliant. Like we've got everything crossed for you. Hope it goes well.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, that's fantastic. Was there anything else you wanted to add about it?
No, I don't think so. Just I'm really looking forward to it and seeing everyone play. And
brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. That's
Thanks.
great. We'll wrap that up. And we've got now, we're joined by a special guest. We've got Greg, one of the officials from the Waterfront Hall. I'm going to bring him in here. Yeah. He's helping us run this show on the 5th. Awesome. Greg, dude, thank you so much for coming on to our show.
Thank you.
Here. This is great. Man, you're running the studio session on the 5th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the local bands with Acid Age, Kidos, Grey Rat, and Aphrill. This is fantastic. What has sparked the idea to host these events?
Well, listen, I mean, first of all, it's really nice to have you guys all here because actually it just brings the place to life a little bit, and it's really nice to see the place, being used. So thank you very much for coming down. It's been really interesting hearing everybody about their passions and about the gigs that are playing around the city and all the rest of it. And I suppose that's where this came from in the first place, is that. So I'm the entertainment marketing manager at the Ulster Hall and Waterfront Hall, and this space that we're sitting in the Waterfront studio. It's a bit of a, I don't think my colleagues would mind me saying it's a bit of a difficult space to program in the sense that it's really good because it's flexible. It's got lots of different ways that you can use it. Obviously, it's a black box space. We can use it for conferencing. We can use it for theatre shows. We have our pantomime in here with lots of kids running around at Christmas and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it also has quite a big capacity, but there's also a lot of overheads and stuff, a lot of boring stuff that you have to think about whenever you're programming a gig. You've got keep the lights on, you've got to pay your staff and all that kind of stuff. So it makes it difficult sometimes, or not maybe as affordable as it could be for some acts to come and use it. But we want to see people using the space, and we want to get people through the doors, and we want to have people who are interested in all sorts of different types of art. So that maybe that be stand-up comedy. We've had it up in here recently. But this new series is really designed, obviously, to touch on people's passions in the city for a load of different genres. And, basically metal was kind of the first place that we happened to have ended up starting.
Brilliant.
We've got more plans for the future for other ones. And I know that my colleagues in the programming department and stuff like this are looking at ones for early next year from all sorts of different types of acts.
Fantastic.
So some of those will be solo, some of those will be mixed bill gigs and all sorts of stuff. But ultimately, we just want people to come along, listen to something new, support friends, support family, and basically see this place come to life.
It's like nothing we've ever seen for local gigs. It's massive, and the fact it's all ages as well, which is something unusual. For local music in Belfast.
Yeah, we want we'd love to see 16, 17, 18-year-olds coming out and making this maybe like the first type of gig that they've been to here recently. And, it's on a lot of people. We're in a really great location. So, there's a lot of people could walk right here if they wanted to for a night. Exactly. Public transport, all that kind of stuff. All that stuff you kind of forget about whenever you think about people's first experiences of going to a gig. And you're right. It is, we call it, it's like our little baby, this place, because, you've got a hall in this building that seats 2,000 people. And, this place, when you've got it seated to 250, something like that. But when you expand it out, have a standing gig, it's a really
500.
That's near enough. That's the capacity. Wow. So there's loads of scope for acts. And I suppose the other thing about it as well is that we're really lucky in that, one of the reasons I love my job is because we're a little network of venues. Like I work across the Waterfront Hall and the Ulster Hall. And also the ICC conferencing side and stuff as well. So I see
you guys just announced like guided tours.
Yeah, we're doing tours now, backstage tours, a couple of dates for each venue, but they have a pretty illustrious history. Do you know what I mean? Especially in terms of music. You think about the Ulster Hall, like we get so many acts who could be playing bigger venues, but they want to come play the Ulster Hall because it's the Ulster Hall. And
got prestige.
It's got 120 years of history there. It's got AC/DC, Thin Lizzy, it's got Stones,
Led
it's got
Zeppelin.
all those bands. So I think we kind of saw it as well as a bit of a duty responsibility that if we have a small flexible space like this, why not try and see it used? And then we've actually got the platforms that, who knows, eventually a next band may want to take the step up to play something like the Ulster Hall eventually,
Absolutely.
and then who knows, Waterfront Hall maybe in the future. So,
cool.
when you've got the facilities, try and use them, I suppose.
Brilliant, Greg. That's awesome. How do you balance supporting local acts with managing a venue of this scale?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because you're working with a lot of promoters, and these days, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but because it is just the reality of life, you've got to think about hitting bottom lines as well. Everybody needs to get paid for what they do. But I suppose it's like I said, really, we try and think really carefully about everything that we do from a community standpoint as well. So we have allocated time and inventory within our venues and stuff for charities and community groups and the likes.
Brilliant.
So it's not just, and I suppose in a way, this is why this gig kind of fills in that gap a little bit as well, because we're really lucky that we get loads of schools coming in using the Ulster Hall for gigs, concert, orchestras, that kind of stuff. So that's nice. They get their first feeling of live performance in the spaces like this. But where we're missing that trick a little bit, it was within other genres, and this kind of, I think, proves to be the perfect space for it. So, we want to see stuff like rock, we want to see ska, reggae, we want to see more pop, we want to see a bit of indie, we're trying to program across a load of genres and stuff over the next wee while. So I suppose it's kind of a message of watch this space. This, we're not wanting to use you guys as very aggressive guinea pigs.
Yes.
I
brought a lot of people here to introduce you to. So
this event is a nice test bed for us and stuff like that. We want to really see, we want to see the roof taken off the place. Obviously, not literally.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's great to see, man. What's a moment behind the scenes that fans may never get to see, but makes the magic happen? Have you had any standout moments in your work where you've seen some really cool things?
Oh, my goodness. It's a bit difficult for me to answer that one because I've actually only been working for the venues for about 6 months. I only started there at Christmas.
Although I'm sure the past 6 months I've seen some big shows.
We have had some big shows there recently. I suppose one of the nice things is what we've started doing as well is getting some local acts playing in bars pre-show as well.
Oh, really?
So we've had sort of Jeremy Norman and stuff like this playing in the bar.
He does the open mic in Voodoo. He's fantastic.
So he came and played the bars in front of house. I can't even remember what gig it was ahead of. Something recently. It could have been Gary Barlow. I couldn't even tell you.
While people are entering.
Yeah.
For them.
So
That's
I suppose we're trying to just spread it out a little bit so that we're employing more local artists and we're seeing them peppered throughout our program whenever we can put them sort of thing as well. And we've got a big event happening in August, which is all about distilleries and breweries, local distillery and breweries in the ICC. So we're going to have a load of local artists there playing as well. Something quite chilled out, but just trying to get people through the doors who are obviously really great players.
Amazing. Well, how does the Waterfront see its role in Belfast's growing independent music community? I know you said you're bringing more locals in. What else are you guys doing?
Well, there's quite a few education programs and stuff like that we do through a lot of our partners. Some of through the likes of the Ulster Orchestra and stuff like this as well, which you'd think that would just be, the average kid has to pick up a cello and stuff like that. But they, it's quite a wide range of different instruments and genres that they're working out of. And I think that our role within the city, I mean, listen, we're kind of we're almost sort of council owned and run, but not really. We're kind of like an arm's length organization because actually people don't really realize, but we are a private business which is almost 100% share owned by Belfast City Council. So all that means is that we're sort of like tenants of these buildings. You know what I mean? We're as a company organization, we're employed to run and look after them and have guardianship and stuff over them. So I suppose from that point of view, we kind of see the program and what we do and the music and everything as part and parcel of what we have with the buildings, that we're tenants, and so therefore we have to, that follows through into our programming too. Do you know what I mean? That we need to show off and showcase what people really want to see and support.
Well, these studio sessions are just a great example of that. Giving back and grassroots music.
Well, we're really keeping our fingers crossed that this will be the first one of quite a few. And
brilliant.
Yeah, I really hope maybe we might see more music festivals and stuff like this of different types in this space in the future. And it's only through doing these things and starting the conversations and actually starting to build up networks of people that you'd never walk and talk with and stuff in the future that stuff like that happens. Really.
Building the community.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Well, Greg, finally, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there wanting to know, and many people have been approaching me. What's the best way try and get your attention. If anyone wanted to maybe play one of these events, is there going to be an official submissions, anything like that?
We're kind of having to think about that at the moment, because I was just saying this is a bit of a test bed
Interest
event.
is
But
high.
Yeah. I think the best way for us to do it at the moment is if you just go through to the Waterfront Hall website, click on the contact us link there. You'll get through to our customer service team, who have a direct link into our programming people as well. And please, just get in touch if you to let us know what genre you're working in, where you've been playing before, what type of sound
You
it
want
is.
to hear from people?
Yeah, we want to hear from people and
Brilliant.
get people engaged. And of course, crucially as well, like come along, come along to
That's
the
it,
first
come.
event,
Will you
because
be there on
I'll
hand?
be here.
Uh-huh.
There'll be other members of the team that will be here as well. We're going to
Okay,
be
so there
filming the
might be
thing.
some
We're going to be
filming,
photographing the thing.
some
So
Q&A.
so there's nothing better than coming along and just having chats in
Absolutely.
person for sure.
Brilliant. Well, man, thank you so much for your time
No
here. It's
bother.
been great to learn all about what you guys are doing here at the Waterfront and Ulster Hall.
Yeah.
And dude, I'll let you go. That's
Thank
great.
you very
Thank you very
much.
much, Greg. Cheers. Yes. Thank you all very much. This is the guitar battle. This is the second one. The first one we did, we had Dwayne versus Jude from Acid Age. And we had boxer Tommy Mack come in and judge it. So to be independent for this one, we've got an independent judge. We've got Greg from the Waterfront. He's going to come in and judge this with us. Dude, come on in. Yes. How's it going?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to stand off.
Give me. I will.
All right.
Dude, so
keep a safe distance.
Okay,
here.
so how will we decide who goes first? Does anyone want to go first, or do you just want to scissor, paper, stone? Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. Whatever. Or does someone have a coin to flip? No. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, and winner decides the running order. You go, bro. Who's going first? Okay, so Joel.
I'll go first.
Okay, Joel won. He decides he goes first. So we need 30 seconds on the clock, please, to win. This is round one. And Joel, Dwayne, are we ready? Yeah, dude, thank you very much, Joel. That was awesome, man. How are you feeling after that? Feeling good?
Aye. Yeah.
Greg, that was round one from Joel. Dude,
that was epic.
Impressive.
That was epic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Dwayne, can we get another 30 seconds on the clock, please? It's now time for George representing the girls. Let's go.
I have been told in my ear to play our new songs. I'm Bob.
Sweet, let's go. 30 seconds on the clock, Dwayne. Give us a 3, 2, 1, go. Dude, yeah,
Very
thank you very
nice.
much, George. There we go. That was
Yeah.
excellent. So round one, that was round one. Guys, Greg, how you feeling so far?
That was nice. I like that.
nice.
It was nice to get a sneak preview as well.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Right, we've got 2 more rounds to go, and then we can decide a winner. Yeah, this is round 2. Dwayne, can we get another 30 seconds on the clock, please, dude? Yep. Joel, are you ready, man? Good to go? All right, Dwayne. 2, go. Awesome. Joel, that was impressive too. Thank you very much. Get a round of applause for Joel. Excellent, excellent. Any notes, Greg?
No, that was ace.
Awesome. Bro, awesome. Looking forward to seeing some of this on the 5th. Of course. George, my dude. Dwayne, we got the time on the clock here. Oh, this is round 2. Round 2. Oh, the corner team is conferring here. That's totally allowed. You're allowed to have your team help out in between. You good? It's all right, bro. It's all right. We're ready to start this as soon as you are. Dwayne, bro, the clock. Girls with Guts, representing Girls with Guts. George, go! Awesome, dude. Thank you very much. That was George, representing Girls with Guts. How do you feel after round 2, bro?
Terrible. I feel like I've been held against forced to play a guitar, and I wasn't ready for it.
In fairness, though, you've probably got like the coolest corner crew that anyone has ever brought to one of these things. You've got that, you know, at the end of the day. So, yes, Joel, how you feeling, bro, after all those? Feeling confident?
I'm on the ropes there, like, I'm not gonna let it.
So I guess it's Greg. It's all down to the final round here.
Yeah, it's all to play for. Yeah.
It's all to play for, right? So this is it, round 3, the decider to see who wins. Dwayne, have we got 30 seconds on the clock, bro? Time is up, and yes, thank you very much, man. That was excellent. Excellent round, dude.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant, brilliant. George, man, this is it. The final goal of the final round. How you feeling?
It was over in round 1, like it was knocked down in round 1. No recovering from it. Like.
No point in a defeatist attitude like that. We've got to show us what you got. Now, what about one of your old delusional shreds? I don't know.
I don't know. Chris has copyright for that, so. I think if we give Hunter, we could do a wee bit of song.
Sorry, no.
No. Okay, well here we go. You're getting some help from the team here. Okay, there we go. We're ready now for your last round. Ready to deliver. Dwayne, we got 30 seconds on the clock, bro. Here we go. Time's up, bro. Thank you very much. That is it. 3 rounds. Both guys have finished. Dude, thank you, boys, so much. Both of you were excellent. As far as I'm concerned, you're both winners. But unfortunately, there has to be a decision. That's why we have our special guest judge here, as I have to remain impartial. Greg, what did you think of those both?
That was mind blowing. I have to say, that was amazing. You guys, no,
yeah,
no, honestly, that was flipping amazing. Well, I mean, I'm judging this as if I have any sort of musical talent myself, right?
Yeah.
But and you both brought sort of very different things. Both brought your A games. But I'm sorry, George. I suppose it would be remiss of me if I didn't go for Team Flannel over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
You still have to give me the 20 quid.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, bro. That's a drama. That's a drama.
Yeah, well, cool. Of course, this is all just for fun and means nothing really. So you get a prize. You both get a prize as having appeared and battled here. Yeah, so that's fantastic. We've got everyone here from the studio sessions and Girls with Guts, 28th of June, which is, and studio sessions on the 5th of July. Lots of bands here, lots of stuff going on. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We've had a great time here, meeting everyone and learning all about everyone's bands and events. And I guess we'll see everyone in the next one. This has been the Rig Rundown. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye. Yeah.